Yo, welcome back to the Ottawa Senators, my GM. I'd like to get possibly the whole entire season done this episode. That's what I'm going for. If it looks like I have to make trades and micromanage a bit, might cut it off at the deadline or just after that. But an 8-4 record, not too bad. Could be better though. But we're only a month in. I think I only won a month, maybe two. We can definitely improve. Right now, we are third in the Atlantic, so 8-4 is doing good so far. Montreal 9-0, Buffalo 8-2. That is going to change. Tampa Bay will definitely end up jumping one of us to get up there in the top three. No doubt about that. But it looks like we might have a weaker division. Montreal, I could see them. They have Carey Price. I believe they got Jaeger, actually. So I definitely could see them being a good team to simulate with. Buffalo as well, but they could die down. Maple Leafs, Detroit, Boston, Florida. I don't see either of them really jumping up in the standings. It's a simulation. Any team can do it. But the only team I'm even remotely concerned about, well, I am concerned about Tampa Bay, maybe Montreal. So I think we can lock a position down fairly early in the season. But we gotta play good. I want to play good right away from the start. We've been doing good up till now. But locker room chemistry at a 68. Yikes, that is not good at all. I thought that would jump up by now. It hasn't. And I feel once that jumps up, we're going to be an even better team and win even more games. Just a reminder, this is a lineup. And I was looking at the lineup off camera right before this, just kind of checking out what I might be able to do to improve the team right now. Offensively, I don't have any concerns. We have 3 first-line players. We got Hoffman, Turris, and Stone. We also have 3 second-line players, Ryan, Brassard, and Shipchenkov. He is playing the third line. But I explained how, I'd like some depth. I'm okay with the top 6 being like that. But then we got 6 third-liners. And apparently, we would have had last year an 81-81, 82-82, and an 83. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I don't think we're going to have any problems offensively. But looking at the defense, I'm starting to worry a little bit. Carlson Phaneuf, I have no problem being my top lineup. Absolutely not. Fifi, I'm totally fine with him playing that, the top 4. Weidman I like him as a 6th defenseman a lot. But if we could just switch Oduya for just even an 82 overall, we can put Dupre down. He'd be an amazing top 6. That top 6 would be filthy. Dupre and Weidman. Phaneuf Carlson doesn't get better than that. If we could just switch out Oduya, that would really make us an absolute loaded team, because in net we obviously have the 86 overall Anderson. I'm going to simulate probably 2 months, maybe 3, and then take a look at individual stats. But right now, if there's one point I really want to emphasize on improving right now, it would be defense. I actually just did the trade block really quickly. Just wanted to get that done just in case, again, new game, maybe the trade offers come in a bit better. I just let everyone know that I wanted defensemen. I didn't put anything for forwards, obviously not for goalies, but on my want list, it's all defensemen. Hopefully we can get a couple trades coming in from teams. If not, I might look to pursue a trade myself. But as of now, I'll just let him come to us. How did we lose to Vegas? God damn it. So we start off 1-1. Too bad you can't see chemistry from this screen. That would be really great if you could do that. Okay, amateur scout. Time to scout. I believe I did 2 in the last episode. Yeah, I did the OHL and the WHL. I'll get North America done, and then I'll look at some individual scouting. I just realized I did forwards instead of defensemen. I'd like to scout defensemen. So let me go back. Yikes. The game's taking a little while to load here, EA. Just saying. Let's go back to here, though. I don't want to do forwards right now. That was my bad. Let me go to the queue and do defensemen for 1 month. Hopefully we can pick up some good guys. I hear that you can pick up some really good potential guys in the later rounds. Hopefully that comes true. And if we do identify any, I'll definitely trade to get them. Because I know I traded away a few of my later picks. But if we can find a guy, I definitely will trade to get him in the draft. Especially in this new GM mode, I'm going to look to make some trades if possible. So, no! What? What? No! I said defenseman. Now, I did actually put draft picks on either side, so I want them and I'm willing to give them away. Just to kind of help the trades come in. Alexander Edler. See, I would actually love to get Edler. What's his contract like? I know he's a bit older. It's only 2 years, but that $5 million is nuts. Okay, I might be able to do it if we could get him to retain at least $1.5 million. But I'm gonna say no to Shevchenkov. Is there anybody else that they want? Let me just go to skaters matching block. No, they just want NHL-ready forwards. I'm going to say no to that, but that's a really interesting trade. If it comes up again, if they continue to offer me Edler, I might look to snatch him up. That would be a perfect guy to pick up to put on that top 4 pairing. So we're winning some more games now. We're 16-6, looking very nice. 1 more game to go. Can we beat Montreal? And taking a while to simulate here. Is a pop screen gonna come up? What's going on, game? No, they're gonna crash? Okay, thank God. That just took a while to simulate. And we ended up losing it. Shit, oh well. Okay, stop the simulation. So we beat Detroit, we lost to Vegas, we came back-to-back wins against Colorado. Nothing too impressive there. A loss to Pittsburgh, I can take that. But then we go on a 5-game winning streak, which was huge to put our record to 16-7, and we lost to Montreal. A 5-game winning streak, you're gonna have to lose eventually. Whatever. I'd like to let's do at least another month. We had a really good month. Let's go at least another one while we're simulating good. I don't want to fuck up the simulation in any way. Let me just keep it going while it's going good. New York, they are a 500 team. That should be a doable team to beat. Simulation's taking its good old time. So, Dion Phaneuf has been injured with a strained hamstring. Out till December 11th, so he's not going to miss too much. Thank God for that. Once again, I brought up Chabot. Gonna give him a couple more games in the NHL. God, I hate when that happens. Hopefully that didn't fuck up Chabot getting called up and sent back down right away. I don't think he got to play a single game. Daniel Winnick, okay, it's just a bottom 6 guy. I do have David Booth still on the team, so I'm just gonna go replace players there. Scouting trip's done. Okay, perfect. Let's go to United States. Now, with Chabot, I do have to actually do a little cut and edit it every time. I don't want to keep him on the team. He's a young guy. We have to put him back on the top line of the AHL when we get the guy back. Kyle Turris, no, decline. I had absolutely none of my top guys on the block. Let's see what we can do. Winnick is back already. Yeah, we're getting a fair amount of injuries, but none major and none that are really lasting a long time. I can live with all of these kind of 1 week, 2 week injuries. I can live with. Dallas, so they want a third round pick, Weidman, for their third round pick. Let me check out this defenseman. Is he anything special? I don't think he is. No, absolutely nothing special at all. I'm going to exit that. I do like that we're getting some trade offers. A 5th round, two 5th round picks for a 6th and a 7th. And Vandevelde. Now, I might make this trade. Let me just check out who Vandevelde is. Do we need him at all? Does he have any potential? No, he's 30. We really don't need him, but, you know, he is a depth forward, and because we have Chabot and a couple guys that are like top 9 in the bottom 6, I am going to keep him. Actually, I just noticed, I don't think Chabot's actually in the AHL. No, he is. What am I talking about? I just put him back a minute ago. I thought he was in the CHL for a second. Winnick is injured again. You need to chill the fuck out, Winnick. Shevchenkov, no, anything to do with any of my forwards that are in the NHL, I am immediately just declining. Anderson, I'd love to get Jalmerson, but I'm not giving up big chunks of my team to get that defenseman. If we can get him cheap, I definitely will get that defenseman. I'm thinking about going after Edler at the end of this month. I'm really thinking about it. I think that would be a great move. I'm going to check the individual stats of the team and players before I make that move, though. We are 20-13. We're starting to lose a bit here. We have 3 more games left, 2 Boston and a back-to-back. I'd like to win 2 of them. Phaneuf and Hoffman, no, fuck out of here, Winnipeg. We need 2 wins here. Players would like to meet with me, yeah, sure. Who wants to meet with me? Furland. So he wants more ice time. Do we even talk to him? He's on the 4th line. You know, he's a young player, and I could totally see him wanting more ice time. But I'm gonna say no. I'm not even gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna ignore him. Hopefully he's like, oh, whatever, he's busy, and he forgets about it. So, I'm not gonna give Furlan any more time. Great, we won 3 in a row. That was fantastic. I did not expect that. I was just being kind of cocky, asking for a couple wins there. But we got 2 of them. Wow, Boston, they're just giving wins away. 9-20. So, with that 4-game winning streak we just went on, we are now 24-13. Win streaks are so important. They are so important. Let's check out what the team is doing in the conference. We're still 3rd. Okay, so yeah, Tampa Bay, I knew they were going to jump up there. And Montreal, I'm not surprised about that. I called Buffalo falling off, and I also called none of the other teams really jumping up. Now, Detroit is actually kind of behind us, but actually, no. Okay, we're only a couple points away from 1st. So the top 4, I guess you could put Detroit. I'm not concerned about Detroit passing us at all, but you could for now. So it's a 4-team race, but if one of us gets the wild card, we could all make it. So I'm not mad about that at all. Now, where do I go to check this out? Team leader? Is this where I check everything out? So yeah, okay, perfect. Let's go to player stats. I actually didn't even see who was leading the team. I think it was Hoffman. Yeah, Hoffman. That's great to see. Holy. Let's go straight to goaltending. I'm really curious about this. So Anderson at .91 and a 2.5. Nothing too spectacular. Mike Condon has played 12 games, won 9 of them, and has a .94 and a 1.48. Holy shit, he is playing like an absolute amazing backup. I was talking about I didn't really want to pay him that much money, but if he's going to put up those numbers, I will gladly pay him $2.4 million. Anderson, you know, we're having good team success, so I'm not going to get too nitpicky on that. He's putting up decent numbers, nothing too spectacular. They're going to have to improve if we're going to go anywhere in the postseason, though. That is for sure. But that could also do with defense, right? If we got Edler instead of Oduya, we could do even better. So point-wise, Chabot didn't get a point. He only played 2 games. Dupre, he hasn't got a single point. And I believe he's on the top 4. He's on the top 4, not a single point, -7, 16 penalty minutes. We got to dial him back. We got to put him on that top 6. Definitely. Weidman, couple points. He's a +1. I'm totally fine with that. Oduya, he's playing decent as well. So that bottom 6 is actually playing like a bottom 6. They're positive, they're not negative at all, and they're putting up a couple points. I'm happy. Fifi, 4 points. He's not really much of an offensive guy. He's got a good shot, but he's got good passing. Puck control isn't anything special. Offensive awareness isn't anything special. But that defense is really what is amazing. 90, 88, 87. I don't care if he doesn't put up points. Phaneuf, he's going to get his points, definitely. 13, he's a +12. And then Erik Karlsson, I'm not concerned about him at all. It is such a blessing to have a guy like this from day number 1. It is absolutely amazing to have. In terms of what I'm liking and not liking, Dupre, gotta go down to the top 6. Oduya's playing good, but just based off overall and stuff, I'm going to play Dupre ahead of him, and he's younger. And I do think if I scale him back a little bit, that overall won't take too much of a hit from playing too many minutes. CC, Phaneuf, Carlson, they're playing exactly how they're supposed to be playing. Let's go to forwards. Hoffman, 38 points, unreal. Point a game, can't say anything. Kyle Turris, again, not really point a game, but 24 assists. He is a center, so if the wingers are going, you know he's going. 33 points, happy about that. Mark Stone, I'd like for him to have a couple more goals, but as long as those top guys, as long as at least one of them's around point a game, and the other's doing good, you know the line's clicking as a whole, especially he still has 30 points, 29. So I'm happy about that. Shevchenkov on the third line and second line power play time, 26 points, very happy about that. Parento, holy, 20 points on the third line. More than Bobby Ryan. Yeah, Bobby, he's going to get traded eventually. There's no way I can keep paying him 7.2, especially if he's not putting, if he was putting up Mark Stone type numbers, if he was at least comparable to the top line, I would do it, but I don't think so. Brassard, 14 points, nothing too crazy. I'm a little disappointed there, but I'm going to give him time. His statistics are very good, and defensively as well. I'm going to give him time to fix himself up there. McCarthy, I'm not going to get too mad at that. He is a third liner. I'm playing him where Shevchenkov should have been, but obviously Shevchenkov's tearing it up. So, yeah, I mean, Burrows, he's putting up 13. Winnick has 13. I'm not too mad at all. Furland has 7 as well, so the depth guys are pitching in like I expected and was hoping. So let's check out team stats now. 2.86 goals for per game. Could be better, but as long as that goals against, it's at 2.3. That's very good, and that's the type of team I think we need to try and lean or try and strive to be. Power play is amazing at over 20, and the penalty kill is doing decent at 82 compared to the rest of the division. We're doing just fine. The Edler trade, it's looking like a good possibility to do that, but we don't necessarily need it. Now, I would say we need it just because of the fact we gotta put Dupre down a little bit in the lineup. Vancouver, what's the record like? Yeah, 16-21. They're not doing good. Let me go down to Edler. He doesn't have too much trade value, and they want to get rid of him. But like I said, they got to retain at least $1.5 million. I'm going to try and get him to retain maybe $2 million. That's putting it up to 40%, though. What would we even give for him? If I can get him for a steal, I will. Goalies, we have this fringe goalie. I can give him that. Defenseman, I could give him Shabbat, but if Edler was younger, I'm not going to give Shabbat up just yet. We really don't have any prospects to trade at all. What about forwards here? White, I'm going to hold on to him. Top 9 high, I'm going to keep on to him. A couple top 9 guys, yeah, I could trade them. Now, if they would do this trade, I think I would. Alexander Edler, we're getting him for $3 million for 2 years. That is very doable. An 82 overall, a top 4 guy for $3 million is going to be good. And in 2 years, he'll be fine. He's not going to drop off that bad. We're giving up a fringe starter, a couple top 9s, and realistically, it's a good trade. It's a good trade. They're all young, 19, 20, and 18. A couple guys that could end up being players Vancouver can use. Getting rid of Edler, I think it's a win-win for both teams, honestly, and it can help them tank a little bit. They're not getting any guys. The only bad thing is they do have to retain salary. I'm interested to see if this will go through. Trade rejected. Okay, let me lower that down to $1.5 million. What did that put it to? 30% retained. Will they do that? So they're still not interested in the deal. If they retain $1 million, just $1 million, we'd be paying him $4 million. If we get rid of Phaneuf and or Ryan, that becomes an extremely doable contract. Even right now, it's doable. $4 million. We have the cap space as well, so it's totally fine in terms of the cap. Let's see if this will go through. Trade rejected. Is there anything I can give them that would make it go through? In terms of what's on the block, they only want 83 plus. Draft picks. Do I really want to give up any more draft picks? You know, I'd give up a 5th round pick from 2019 and a 6th round pick from 2022. I'm not giving up too much more, no. This trade, I'm not going to go all out to get Edler. I tried a bit there, couldn't get him. You know, that's okay. I'm not going to pursue it too much. Now, if our statistics really showed we needed it, I would, but I don't think we do. And you know what, actually, let me go back here, just to kind of even out the defense and to hopefully make us win even more games. I'm going to go to edit lines. Let me go up here, and I'm actually going to put Dupre down a line. And Oduya's doing great on the top 6. Now, he might decline a bit being on the top 4, but I'm going to put Dupre down. And his role is a top 6. It's not like he's meant to be a top 4 defenseman. I think I was playing him a bit too much too soon to ask of him. Maybe he's never going to get to that point. Even if he's a top 6 defenseman, that's totally fine. It's just at the moment, we're missing one top 4 defenseman, so it was good to play him if he could have played it. He couldn't, obviously. Ryan Sproul, 77 overall. View his info. 24, top 6 defenseman. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll do that deal for sure. Yeah, let me claim him, and let me put him in the AHL. I just did the AHL team. Hopefully, I mean, he might turn out to be an actual top 6 defenseman, which would be great to see. So we've done North America for defensemen. Now, before I go back out, let me go to view all prospects. Let me just check this out. So let's go to defensemen. Is there anybody coming up that has good potential? How do we sort? No, how do we go by, is this just all I've picked up here? How do you go by, region? Okay, I know the scouting is set to, the Dell League, but I don't know why I can't go to other regions. I guess scouting isn't as good as everyone said it was, but if I'm just totally missing whatever is blank in my face, let me know, but I don't think I am. I think scouting's just shit once again. They never really got scouting right in the later years, but they do have the draft class. Is it here, maybe? Okay, so here we go. Add players to watch list. I think this is where it is, actually. So, let's go select... Yeah, the league. Here we go. Yeah, let's go to the OHL. Let's go to defensemen. Now we're talking. So let's go by potential. What do we got going on? So top 4 in the first round. A top 6 in the first round. A couple top 6s also in the first round. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Oh, a third round top 6. Wow. That could be a steal. So the OHL is producing good defensemen. I'm not going to go back there. Oh, no, not goalies. Let me go to the Q now. What do they got for me? A top 10? Yeah, we're not going to have a top 10. We're not going to have a top 5 pick. I'm going to stop going to the OHL. Doesn't look like there's any depth guys there. Then let's go to the Dub. They got a couple guys, a top 10, a second rounder who might be top 6, a fourth rounder who might be a high 7th, undrafted who's top 6. If that's true, that's filthy. So, let me just go to the WHL again. I'm not going to waste my time and pin some players. I'm just going to go to scout the WHL again. Now, I do like that they have the draft class. You can actually look at the whole class, which I really like. They had that back on old gen, and I really liked it then. I'm glad they brought that back. I'll check that out after I do one more trip to the Dub here. Gonna go another month there. We should be good to simulate. The Edler trade didn't work out. We haven't had any trade offers since. We get to the deadline. I might consider... I don't even know what I would give up to get Edler. I really have no idea. But let's go to the NHL now. Why are we in the AHL? There we go. We are still third. With another win, we can jump Montreal. Tampa Bay looks like they're starting to just solidify that top spot in the division. And to match up against them, we might need to go out and get an Alex Edler. Because if we're going to trade for Nerf at the draft, and maybe Bobby Ryan in the offseason or next season, we need to at least try and compete this season. We just beat Toronto. That's looking good. 26-15-1. A couple losses already this month. One was in a shootout, so I'm happy about that. Only one shootout loss so far. Hopefully we can rack those up as well. That can really come in clutch for getting a playoff spot. Tanev is offered again, but for Brassard. I'm not giving up anybody like that. If I can get him for a steal, I will. You know, right now, so we're only going to have to pay him 4 point... Oh, no. Oh, never mind. That's Tanev. I thought that was Edler. I'm like, no, did they really just give him another contract? Chris Tanev, 28 years of age. What if we got Chris Tanev? They just offered him to us. Now, I'd be okay with maybe giving up a bit more to get him. Let's take a look at what we have to offer defense. Would we give up Shabbat to get Tanev? He's a 77 overall, low elite. Tanev, he is 28 years of age. So in his prime, we'd have him for another 3 years. He's under contract, but it is at 4.4. I don't know if I want to pay him that. He's a damn good player. He's better than Edler, and he's younger than Edler. Shabbat, I don't know about the second round pick. Let me take that second round pick off. Let me just see what else they want. Could I give him a third round pick? Yeah, what if I give him a third round pick? So Shabbat and a third. This might come back to bite us in the ass, but we have to try and compete. And I like Tanev more than Edler. I wasn't going with him because I didn't think they'd give him up. But apparently they're looking to give him up. We could also give him... Yeah, actually, let's try and give him some of these guys down here. So we got two top nines. Two top nines. Let's give him them. And then let's take off the third round pick. They have too many players now. Damn. Okay, we'll give him Nurmi. He's unsigned. He's younger. Better for them. Tanev for a 6th. Shabbat and Nurmi. I don't think that will go through. Is it worth it? I think it is. Who else is Vancouver looking to give up, by the way? Who are they trying to get rid of? So, Tanev, Edler, Gagne. Okay, so, yeah, Edler, Tanev's better, and he's younger, a better contract. Could we get them to retain a little bit of salary? Literally just, like, maybe 10% of his salary? What if we get him to just retain 10%? Trade rejected. Okay. Let me add... Oh, they want a couple more guys. They want this Vandevelde guy. You know what? If you want him, you can have him. Oh, shit. They're going to be over through. They can't take him. I don't want to take anybody back. So let's go to draft picks. I will give him a third round pick as well. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, what if we take off the salary? It's literally only 10%. But would that make a difference to Vancouver? Trade accepted. I had my reservations when your counter proposal first arrived at my desk, but I'm happy to go along. We just got Christopher Tanev. I now feel a lot better about that Tampa Bay matchup, and I just feel a lot better about the team in general. Look how much better that defense looks. Carlson for Nerf, Tanev CC. Now, we do have two right-handed defensemen, but in real life, Tanev doesn't mind playing on the left, so it fits in perfectly. And then Dupré-Wideman on the bottom 6. And Tanev also, we can replace Dupré with Tanev on the penalty kill. So he'll help out the penalty kill as well. What are we going to do from now till the end of the season? This is going to be very interesting. We start off with a loss. Nope, I'm not looking to make any more trades now. I mean, I get it. You have to adjust to chemistry. You know, 2 losses right there, whatever. Get on a bit of a winning streak, though. If we go out of a postseason because of that trade, I'm going to flip. Okay, 2 overtime losses and a win. There's another win. We're starting to squeak them out. A loss against Carolina. We didn't play that too good post-trade for the 8 games or whatever it was there. Let's go another month past the deadline and up to the deadline as well. So, Vandevelde, you know, let me just see who this guy Buffalo's offering me is. Anybody that I'd like? 29? No, I don't need him at all. Exit that trade. We start off with a shootout loss. Oh my god. Ottawa, come on. Just get a little bit of a winning streak going. Show me that Tanev fits in with Ottawa. And he does, really. I mean, real life and in the team. He's a He's a stay-at-home defenseman, but also can puck move it and pass it up. He's a great defenseman, and it shows. 84 overall. No, 83, I think it was. Maybe 84 with the morale boost. I'm not too sure, though. The game is once again slow. I really don't want it to glitch out. I'm going to be pretty damn mad. I'm just going to go ahead and stop simulation and save it. We beat Philly 3-2, but then we lost to Montreal 3-2. It was a back-to-back, and it was an overtime loss. Not too mad about that. I just saved the file quickly, and also just to maybe, hopefully, speed up simulation and the lag and stop the lagging, I also cut off the trading block. Took everything off the trading block, and already it looks like it's making it a lot faster. So that might have been what was the cause of that trading block. Still fucking stupid. That shouldn't affect the game, you know. They should have a fast enough game, but whatever. I changed that. So, a couple wins. Wow, a 4-game losing streak. No. What is going on? So, the dub is done. Okay, let me stop the simulation right here. I'm going to do a quick line change, maybe, after I take a look at what we just scouted in the WHL. There might be some jump cuts from now till the end of the video. The game's just becoming extremely slow. Anytime I go from calendar to back out, or to go into it, it takes so long to load, it's ridiculous. But the WHL, what do we have scouted now? So, let's go to defensemen here. We got a top 6. Okay, but 2 of them are in the second round, and we got a high top 6 who's undrafted, apparently. But the league interest is high, which kind of makes no sense. They don't really coincide, but okay, so it looks like there's going to be some depth to pick up. And yeah, even if we don't get a first-round pick from Phaneuf, if we get multiple seconds and maybe a couple thirds, that would be great. It looks like actually, we also have the United States to check out. And while I'm here, let me just view the overall draft class. I didn't go into this yet. So, right, they brought this back. You can actually go and see who's top 5 and everything like that. So, that is pretty damn good. I like how you can do that. That's going to be handy for sure. Let me just go back to the add players to wish list, and let's just go to the United States. Take a look at what defensemen have popped up there. Hopefully there's going to be some good ones as well here, some later ones. A 4th... Holy shit! We gotta get him. We gotta get the enforcer. We gotta get both of them bitches. Yes. A couple second round top 4s. We gotta get 2 picks in like the 3rd round to make sure we get them. We need to get Simpson and Stone. Stone at 17. Could you imagine getting an elite defenseman in like the 3rd, 4th round? The enforcer, that would just... I don't expect him to really pan out, but fuck, that would be amazing. A high top 4 would probably be medium. But a medium top 4 in the 3rd, 4th round? Holy, okay. Okay, definitely scouting has improved. I will give the game that. However, nothing really changed in terms of scouting. It's just there's now players later in the draft you can pick up. But the test is really going to come on the actual draft day. If we get to there, to like the 5th and 6th round, and everybody who was supposedly quote-unquote undrafted does get drafted, you know it's kind of bullshit, but I trust the system enough to where if it says the players in a certain round, they're probably going to go in that round, unless, obviously, everybody else just gets taken to the point where they have to go earlier than expected. But wow, I'm very happy to see that, and, you know, let's just try and go to the end of the season right now. I don't think anything's going to really stop me. We're almost done with the trading portion of the season. A bit of a slow simulation right now. Wow, I can't wait for the draft. Now, I know I traded away some draft picks, I know, but we still have our 1st round pick, and we have Phaneuf. We could probably get a couple 3rd round picks for him. We could pick up that elite defenseman, that enforcer defenseman, and maybe another top 6, top 4 defenseman. Maybe Bobby Ryan we could trade for a 2nd round and a 3rd round pick. Cece's been injured with... Oh, no. Oh, shit. He's done. He's done. He's not coming back till June. Oh, my God. We got April, May, If the playoffs go like 7-game series and we make it to the Stanley Cup final, he might be able to play in like game 5, 6, and 7. But that just put an absolute bullet into my heart. We don't have Cody Ceci anymore. That could fuck us up from competing. I don't care about Colin White. Ceci just got injured. Oh my god. What a year number 1. 41 wins though. Holy shit, we're doing good. I don't even know what's been going on this month. Cody Ceci is injured. Oh my lord. Mark Stone! What are you doing? April 23rd. Okay. Can we just finish the season quickly here? How much do we have? Okay, good. He's gonna be back for the playoffs. Let's just get past. We have 5 more games. Get done with it. Get done with it, please. Let's go to, we did Liga. No, we did, yeah, Liga. The Swedish League. Let's go to Russia for defensemen here. 3 weeks. Okay, 4 games left. We better not get a fucking injury. I'm gonna be pissed if we get an injury here. When I saw that pop up, I was gonna flip shit. 46 wins. Wow. Talk about a successful year number 1. Watch us be out of the postseason. Watch us not have made it. No, we did. We came in 3rd place. We beat out Buffalo. Yeah, I wasn't concerned. As I called it, Ottawa, Tampa, and Montreal. It was pretty easy, though, to see that coming. The NHL season has ended in year number 1. Round number 1. Without Cody Ceci and without Hoffman for a couple games, we are going to go against... Okay, advanced day. The Tampa Bay Lightning! Fuck!